What's up, YouTube family? It's your guy Network Nick, and I'm excited about this video because I finally get to do my version of the Yeezy Breds. Definitely a shoe that I've been looking out for, definitely been checking it for a minute, and finally pulled the trigger on purchasing it. So I got this from a seller. These are all replica sneakers. Before anybody gets bent out of shape, these are replicas. And the purpose of this video is both an educational video for the rep heads and also the retail heads. So you get the best of both worlds with this video, because I'm going to point out a lot of the things that are good and a lot of the things that need to be looked out for, so you can make an educated purchasing decision. That's what it's all about. It's not about saying one is better than the other, or you look bad if you do this versus doing that. It's so you can make an educated purchasing decision. Now, this purchase decision I made was to purchase them from a seller, a China direct seller by the name of PK Sneakers. And I'll leave all her description and all her information in my description, the WhatsApp, the website, all that other stuff. So to start out, before we go over the box, yes, there are imperfections in the box. This B has a little, dot in it, and I've been told that this is supposed to be, this 350 is supposed to be a little bit darker, but a tall tale sign of all the research I've done are people going by the sticker and also by the barcode and this little guy right here in the corner, and making sure this lines up, and it's all useless. I say it's useless for the fact that everybody has a different opinion. I've seen guys saying that this text right here is supposed to be tighter. Some guys saying that's supposed to be wider. Some guys saying that the tall tale sign you have to use, guys, is simply your technology. And yes, it is Friday, December 1st. This video is coming out today after I finish the editing. But, all right, so the app that I use is this app by the name of, I don't know if you can see that, Shop Savvy. I'm gonna bring another pair here. I have an authentic retail pair of LeBrons that I had for years. So let's do that real quick, and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about as far as using technology instead of people's opinions to get a correct observation if you're getting retails or reps. So I have these LeBrons right here. These are the Hornet ones. I'm gonna scan the barcode now. Scan the barcode and sneakers pop up. As you can see, it is the same sneaker that's in the box. Now, I'm gonna go to the replica pair of the Yeezys and do the same thing and see what results we get. We get nothing, guys. A blank screen. Go back, do it again. I say this, and I want to make this clear, is that majority of the sellers are not trying to get over on you guys. It says product not found. You try a different barcode. Instead of going over all these different, this is supposed to be that size, that's supposed to be that size, just use your phone. You can use any QR reader. I would definitely suggest using multiple QR readers so you can get kind of like different results to see what knocks back. But that's just one telltale sign. I personally wouldn't go by people's observation of it, because it could all be wrong. Some US boxes are different from European boxes, and it's all different. But let's get into the sneaker. All right, we open this up and we see what PK Sneakers actually gave us. So in here, right away we get the goodies, the keychains. I guess anybody that has watched a lot of review videos know that these are kind of standard, and they're pretty damn cool. Again, here the paper is definitely waxy-ish paper. It's not, you can see the reflection from the light. It's definitely a waxier paper, and I guess retails are supposed to be more of a matted type look. But then we take the shoe out. The cool thing about this seller is that they try to, they be minimalistic as possible, meaning that it's just the shoe, those two keychains, and the sneakers, and that's it, and the wrapping paper. So we're gonna put the box away. Give you one last look for you box nuts that love the box for some reason. Everybody loves the box, the box, the box. So last view of the box go bye-bye. All right, off the bat, I'm tell you what you get. Off of here, you get two pairs. These are the size, US size 10.5 of the Yeezy Breds. If anybody's watching off a gate, the prime knit on this, and if you know what a prime knit is, basically this top material that you see right here. The prime knit material is basically designed to be not only ventilation but also comfort to your feet. So a person like me that has a wide feet, wider foot than most, my feet are gonna do this basically. And I got a size 10.5 because, you know, a lot of these China Directs, it's not like I could return this, and I already had a problem with the first pair that I bought from a different seller, which were the Nike fleece, which they were just super tight. So I learned my lesson, and I keep buying 10.5s. So just off the bat, you'll see that the pull tab right here, the one on the right foot, has to be adjusted. But once you do that adjustment, you can see right to size that both of them have a straight look to them and have that retail feel. But like I said, and I repeated multiple times, that these are replicas. This video is education, so you get to know what you're getting. The pull tabs, those have been corrected. A lot of other times they've been wider on previous versions. And just to let you guys know, these things are called, or this version of the shoe are called PK versions. Some people call them PK God, some people call them PK versions. But the tall tail sign, and I keep repeating that sellers or China Direct sellers are not trying to get over on you, is that there are no retail pairs that have this yellow or greenish lime green stitching to them. None of them do. This was placed here purposely to let the seller know that they have the PK or the PK God version. This is at this current moment the closest replica to the retail. So if you, a tall tail sign, without me going into even further details, if you get a pair and they have these strings in there, which the seller is purposely doing, these are replica sneakers. You wouldn't even have to go further into looking into the toe boxes and the translucentness of the midsole and the outer sole and the boost to make sure it's squishy. You would know it's there. Like I said, these sellers are not trying to get over on you guys. It's more of the resellers that you have to look out for. Another thing that you have to look out for is the actual pricing that you're paying for these. I got these and the zebras, which I'll review later on, for the price of one retail pair, near enough, you know, plus the Western Union and all those other transaction fees. But we'll talk about the corrections made to these sneakers first to make them as close as possible to retail. Then we'll talk about some imperfections on what it is. As you can see, there's a little bit of lines of glue marks, but from the research I've done, even the manufacturer retail pairs have glue marks in those. So you guys can't use that anymore or you shouldn't use that solely as a determining factor whether these are replicas or retails. What you can use is, like, I guess on the retails these are a little bit darker, but on feet, who's gonna actually really notice of an all black sneaker? And as you wear them, they will dull out. The other thing that has been adjusted to these PK versions is the actual gluing. Now on other versions, where the pull tab is, there used to be overly like saturated glue on this the pull tabs or the edges of the pull tabs, and that's been adjusted to where it's just a little more or less like a clean look now. Yes, it is a little bit lighter than the actual retail, but it is darker than what it was. So this PK version has made that correction on the actual sneaker, because I guess, you know, from these reviews and customers talking to them on WhatsApp, they are making the adjustments. The actual boost, if you can see from right here, let me adjust the camera for you guys. The squishiness of the boost is there. So on earlier versions, this used to be rock hard, and now, from listening to the consumer, the China Direct sellers have made the adjustments. Same material nowadays that are used in the retail versions are used in the replica versions as well. So the only thing that is really different is the actual shape. Because the prime knit is purposely made to form and fit your shoe, by the time you give it a few wears and you have a wide foot like I do, it's gonna expand eventually, and that whole authentic curve that came with it in the beginning, to where this is supposed to curve in, that's going to disappear. So that's going to be a difficult way to authenticate whether these are real, or retail or replica. Stitching is tight, just like the retail. Stitching is tight. The coloring on the St. Pablo Loves You 350, the coloring definitely matches up to the retail. And giveaway right here would be the actual shaping of this one. So you can see right here on my pair that I have, it kind of indents in, and I haven't worn it yet, so it has to be shaped up, but maybe the stitching is a little too tight. But this has also been corrected. The actual curve from the toe box, not the toe, like the pull box to the actual tongue, there used to be kind of like a boxy shape, and now it's mimicking the actual retail to where it smooths out all the way up. So I'll be asking yourself, with all these things that are being perfected with the PK God version, and sellers that are able to purchase the actual materials of the actual prime knit materials of the Yeezys and put them onto the replica sneakers, how do you tell if you're getting a replica versus a retail? Pricing. I know other people are pointing out little things like this, but once I put this on my feet and I'm wearing this, it's difficult to tell whether I have retail versus a replica. Your main thing is to watch videos like these, identify with all the sellers out there that's possible, and then just notice that pricing is going to be your main determining factor. On sites like GOAT or what's the other joint? Sites like GOAT or StockX, you see that they purchase authentic, or they sell authentic pairs at a resale price of around $450 to $650 in the last time that I checked it this morning. But all replica pairs go for, if you're buying it from directly from the China direct sellers that myself and other reviewers have advised you guys, or not advised you, but pointed out to you guys to purchase from, you're not supposed to pay anything more than, I would say, $150 to $175 for a pair of these replica sneakers. And like I stated before, this is not a promotion of the actual sellers or to entice you to go buy replicas. This is an educational purposes, so you don't get scammed out of your money, unless you're buying it from a reputable reseller like a StockX or even a GOAT, where the prices on this are going to jump up to like $400 to $650. Then anyone else, unless you're buying it directly from a Foot Locker, buyers beware. And if you're gonna buy it from a replica person, definitely buy it from somebody that's had a lot of people review the actual process in their sneakers and telling you about the what to look out for and actually how to go about the process. The experience I've had with the seller from PK Sneakers is definitely a good experience. And like I said, the sellers are not trying to get over on you guys. I kept repeating this multiple times. This little thread right here is a tall tale sign that these are a replica pair of sneakers. They're not trying to hide it from you. And the reason why myself and other guys that review these sneakers are important is because we let you know what you're getting, how you're getting them, and who they're coming from, so you can make an educated financial decision. So like I said, guys, this is my review. If I want you to like, subscribe, share, spread the word. If you want me to do more reviews videos, yes, definitely hit the like button. Follow me on Instagram on NetworkNick45. Again, that is NetworkNick45. If you want these sneakers, like I said, they're going to be in the description of this seller. It's going to be in the description. You could definitely get a discount using the promo code NICK, N-I-C-K. So finally, like I said, it's too many things that's being perfected on these PK sneakers that they're making it harder to tell from the retail versus the replica. Your determining factor is going to be one, the box, which can be switched out. But if you use a QR code, you could definitely make a see if those actually come back with a authenticity mark and the actual pricing of these sneakers. Unless you're buying from StockX or GOAT, to where they're going to be a little more expensive, or you're buying directly from a Foot Locker if they're in the stock, and most of the places they're not in stock, and you're buying from replica, I wouldn't pay any more than $150 to $180 for these sneakers. All right, guys, like I said, like, subscribe, follow, do all the good stuff, spread the word. We are here to stay, doing these awesome reviews, keeping you guys educated. All right, your boy Network Nick signing out. Boom.